There's 1, 2. Hey folks, we're live. It's Friday. We're doing some game dev again. Hope you've all had a good week and enjoying your Friday so far. Let's check. Am I not happy with the angle? I think I'm happy with the angle. Got the nice kind of microphone in the corner. I'm roughly kind of centre. Probably need to short my posture out. Sort the posture out. I think I'm okay because as I said on Wednesday, I recently kind of changed my setup a little bit, so just making sure everything's fine. But I think that's looking all right there. Actually, let's switch over to the action, and we will get going with this because we are running a little bit late. Do apologise about that. But I was checking some things out before stream, and I'm running out of time here. So yeah, we're live now. So let's get going with this. So I think, what was the issue? I think I was trying to rejig a few things in this. I don't think there's any errors. What was the issue? I'm sure there's something I left it with having a problem. Maybe it didn't. Maybe I was just kind of rethinking stuff. Hey Nix, thank you for the hearts. Hope you're feeling a bit better. You have been on my thoughts all day. I think what's going on here? Oh, because I've just selected it. Of course. Of course. Now, I think I was looking at refactoring a few things here. Moving stuff around. I did... yes, after stream I did do a little bit more work. That's what I did. So I managed to work out the errors on Wednesday evening after the stream. But I was checking everything's kind of got the right hierarchy to it, which I think it does. There's one or two things I want to change to make life easier, like the top left corner here. I want it to have its own kind of parent structure that incorporates both of those things together. Whoa, hello there. Hey Jeffrey, how's it going? Me born badder than, grow rougher than them. All them gone and moved, no say me set that trend. Me dress wickeder than them, slicker than me. A leaf me, a root me, a branch and the stem whack tack. Dem ran. That's a tongue twister trying. Banton a true born legend. It's just English according to the artist, yeah. It's certainly it's more the I think it might have been coined kind of roadman. It might be roadman, which is a dialect of English which comes from London, one of the many London dialects, which is a blend of regular English and Jamaican culture, and you get like a Jamaican style English, which becomes its own kind of dialect, which I think is what became Roadman as a language dialect in England. But it's certainly one of the many English sub languages. All those colourful emotes, I love those. Hey Lisa, how's it going? It's good to see you. Is this Burrow Banton one of my favourite? Oh, this is Burrow Banton, one of my favourite artists. Oh, okay. Newest edition. Very colourful. It's a rainbow froggy kind of thing, isn't it? I like it. I love colours. All the colours there. Very cool. So that's worth a sub alone, I think. Very bright. Colorings come through very well on Twitch. You don't know what they were kind of. I know there's some restrictions on what formats you can upload, and it's all depending on how it gets displayed on the screen. But that's come out quite well. Let's have a. I'm quite happy I'm broadcasting there. Let's mute myself there. Hey dealer, how's it going? Today was a double whammy. Ooh, what was the whammies? Let's see if that open. Twitch. One of my teachers died and I got a bad cold. Ooh, one of those whammies whammied harder than the other. Sorry to hear that on both accounts. Certainly not a nice thing to have. Let's get some. Let's get some music. Ooh, there's a live stream of Balatro. That could be fun, I suppose. Insomnia music now. No, I don't want to be put to sleep. Ooh, Bassline UK Bass House live mix. Let's put her on. Yeah, let's have that in the background there, a bit quieter. Cool, cool. Put on some non-stop pop FM. The only problem with any music which is recognisable, because I'm streaming on YouTube as well as Twitch, YouTube will come down hard on any copyrighted music. So I tend to try and find something that's not so easy to be recognised in the pop genre. But as far as listening to music, I would listen to a lot of things. And if I was only streaming on Twitch, Twitch just mutes your stream, and it's pretty cool with it these days. Yeah, kind of the good thing of a lot of like electronic dance kind of music, it's either small label or white label, and these things don't get registered onto YouTube's kind of registers for checking out copyrighted stuff. So that's why I can DJ a lot of my my stuff on vinyl, because a lot of those labels only existed for a short time, or there were white labels, or just so unique. YouTube don't have a record of them. But as soon as you play like a commercial record that is been released on the internet, then that becomes an issue. We're liking this woman. What's the name? D. Lana. So DE space LAYNA. She's live streaming now, but I've just got in the background. UK bassline in the house. Seems pretty cool. I don't know what this fucking cold is, but breathing feels like my nostrils are being sliced by a DS3 boss. Ooh. But yeah, some things hit you hard, especially in like nasally area. That's the worst because it's right there. Yeah, it's quite funky. I'm liking this. I did think about pivoting my DJ streams into like UK bass, because it's kind of like house music, but heavier bass, and it kind of leans onto things like to breakbeat and dubstep, but without the definitive genre markers of like this is breakbeat, this is dubstep. No, it's just like heavy bassy music with a the same sort of tempo, the same same BPM range, but it's more closer to hard house. So it's just kind of like an umbrella genre. I thought, you know what, if I got into that, I could probably get more gigs because people like generic housey, bassy music. Genres are boring. Do what you want. Yeah, like I tend to only stick with genres because I know the sound I like, and I like breakbeat sounds, especially if they sound like a more of a live drummer sound. Just a straight thumping kick drum is cool and all, but I like percussion. I'm a fan of percussion. So the more kind of experimental percussion sounds in a music track, I tend to like. Switch tempos 3 times in one section. No one's going to stop you. It makes for a very interesting DJ mixing. As long as the intro and the outro is a definitive kind of BPM, everything between the intro and the outro could be as crazy as you like. But you just need to have those two sections static in their tempo and their beat structure. You can mix it into your regular DJ notes. Change key like 8 times, 2 minutes. No one will notice, probably. Now you say that people who know music, like sort of know the structures of music, will go, ooh, and that's an interesting key change. And that's all I see, like a breakdown into a low tempo to kind of give it emphasis, and like a sharp build up. And people that are not so knowledgeable in music go, cool kind of beats. I don't know why I can't dance to it and stuff. I'm confused, but I'm liking it. It's like any heavy rock or metal track that isn't in a 4/4 time signature tends to throw some people off. So you go, hang on a minute. So it's not a headbanging kind of track. I can't work out the beats. And even more so, you get math metal. Also add the lobotomy sound effect right before the drop. I like. It's very typical, but adding like a sound sample just before the drop and stuff really kind of emphasizes it a bit more. You can be as cheesy as you like. 1 2 7 318. That'd be very interesting to hear. I don't know what that would boil down to. Probably some very doomy, sort of drone core kind of stuff. I wonder what oh, I recognise the song, but it's not in English. So this DJ streams UK time zones. Ah, she must be Polish. She's got UK and Polish time zones in her stream. And she plays UK music, but this particular one is the Polish version. That's cool. I shall have to... I'm a subtitle, that's why I got the stream come up. Of course. Cool, anyway. But yeah, I want to get back into music at some stage. And I will be DJing again. I haven't DJed for over... It was October 23. October 2003 was the last time I DJed. Bass streams. And stream the bass. Stream the bass, drop the bass. Bring back the bass. the cool demon emote. I'm watching my ghetto show. Nice. Gotta walk dog in 1 minute. Yeah, it's nearly dog walk time. You do your thing. Parameters, its own thing. Game controls, their own thing. Score and timer. I kind of want to put into its own thing. Because we don't really need that. We need a new thing that has the score and the timer. Let's make create an empty and call this top left call it stats, top left stats. We take some pain mids and go to sleep. Sounds like an idea there, dealer. Yeah, get yourself comfortable. No, thanks for streaming. Thank you for dropping in. Sorry I'm so late. But yeah, hopefully you get comfortable and get some pain relief and a good night's sleep. And see you again next time. Right, so I'll keep these two things here for now, but I want to make a new thing here. So let's say this is going to be in the top left. And I'm going to need to make a thing for time in the hits. Let's get Photoshop open. So the unfortunate thing, you do need some kind of graphics to work with in order to finish these things off. But yeah, I do miss DJing. I'm wanting to my friend Ollie has just set up his reset up his DJ stuff, because he had it all set up, but he's redone his DJ room. So I'll be streaming from over there at his place in the near future. I just need to make a portable streaming setup, because I can't take this PC over there. Well, I could, but I'd rather not. So I'm going to make a portable streaming setup, as I can just hook up sort of the sound equipment to and just get going with it. Oh nice, remix of Barbra Streisand in there. Hopefully it doesn't get me flagged on YouTube, but we'll see what happens. So we want a graphic that will sit in the top left. So let's grab the probably the button, maybe button. Be right back, okie dokie. We'll give the, this is the wood texture that I grabbed hold of. Let's also open game numbers, because these things so these numbers are going to have to sit on there. So if I grab this as a guide, copy that, I love that sample. I'm not sure how loud the music's coming through, but Oh, you offer as well, Lisa, for a sec, okie dokie. Yeah, that little sample, like, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, we have to stop the music, the police are here. I've heard that in a few tracks. Whether it's just like a quick sample person on the DJ equipment. Kind of, if anyone's high on drugs when they're watching a DJ, they kind of throws them off a little bit. And I do like, as a DJ, you can troll with people a little bit. It's half the fun. Yeah, I think that's about it. So there are two planks of wood there. Move that over. So we've got time colon hits colon. So let's get a text in there. Time colon. Ooh, that's a big. Yeah, probably do have been a little bit bigger. Yeah, I think I'm probably if I up the, it was like 300, wasn't it? Put the font size up, then shrink the box down. I wonder if that will give me a better resolution. Probably, let's bring it in, because if I want to curve the corners a little bit. So put time there. And we'll have hits underneath. So let's duplicate that and call this hits. Something like that. Let's change the wording to hits. Ooh. I might have to think about the font on this. Now, the question is, so you need to have 1, 2, colon 3, 4. So it's probably the right width. I'm hoping it's enough width for that. It's just the height could do with being adjusted. Zoom out once. Probably something like so then go image, crop. Okay, so this looks like 4 planks of wood. Now, I might need to do something with these letterings to make them stand out a bit more. So let's go blending option. Now the outer glow. There we go. Oh, that makes it stand out a bit nicer there. Probably don't want it to be too sharp. Just probably about 50%. That's quite nice. Don't want any noise on that really. Spread. Ooh, that's... Yeah, I might have to do these settings on the numbers and re-export them. Because that looks quite nice. It almost looks like it's been burnt into the wood there. So 14, 14. I like it, cool. Can we copy the style and apply to here? I didn't quite carry everything over. $14, $14, $50. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then take out that layer. Delete the layer. Yes. These numbers I would quite like to apply the same effect to them. So paste layer styles. Awesome. Let's make sure it's got the blending option. Okay, it's actually carried it this time. Looks better already, just having that little bit of blending on the edge. Cool, okay. Right, let's go through the process of exporting all these again. I'm quite happy with that, so let's save this. Save this as top left stats. That's effectively what I'm thinking of calling them anyway. So they're stats of the game and then top left. There could be a number of different things we can call them, but that's what we'll do for now. Oh, a little bit of flat Eric in the background there. Some good tunes. Yeah, it's definitely a reason I sub to this woman. Just gonna post this stream into my chat because yeah, it's playing a really good set. Oh, she's got a flat Eric puppet as well. Or is it just a plush? Looks like a plush. Pretty cool either way. Number 2, save that. That's number 3, let's do 4. Number 5. Do number 6. Number 7. Number 8. And I get these re-imported and then see if I can get it to line up on the new asset as well. Number 9. Cool, that's all done. Let's go to my sprites folder. It's going to be up here, isn't it? We'll change a few things over. What is the video? It's the live stream I'm listening to in the background. Just in case you want to see what's going on. For it's only fair, I'm kind of re-streaming her stream. He's back. Welcome back. Welcome back, Jeffrey. Welcome back, Lisa. There's awesome rainbow frogs. Timer? It's not timer, is it? Oh, it's going to be under N level. Timer holder, that's the one. Number sprites. Ah, that's what it is. I literally, by the way, made a less flashy and colourful version of the frog. But Twitch rejected that. What? How weird. Oh dear, okay. Because it was too flashy. That's fair. Yes, delete this unnecessary bottage. The less flashy one was with animations from Twitch itself. Oh. Weird. Like you upload the image and then you can choose the animation. Huh. And Twitch was like, nah. Yeah, Twitch being weird. Accepted. Oh well. Yeah, don't understand Twitch. Let's delete the originals here. Yes, rename. Actually, it could be far easier if I just delete these again. Delete them all. And just re-import. And set them all as sprites. Save that, yes. Okay. And then go to scripts and number sprites. Ah, awesome, it's already got the references there. Cool, cool. Let's bring in the what was I call it? Top left. Oh, I've not exported it yet. Okay. It's exported. Drop that in. Set as a UI element. Save, yes. Top left stats. Let's drag that into there. Oh, it's hiding over there. What's going on with that? Okay, let's delete it from there. Let's go UI image. Go TL and drag in the sprite to it. Cool. So 640 by 271. 640 by 271. Right, let's set the scaling down to 0.5. Should it be a bit smaller? Probably a little bit smaller. Let's go 0.3. No, is that too small? Maybe a tad too small. Let's go 0.4. Do something along those lines there. Yeah, it's roughly got the edging there. Let's go save. We'll run it, see what that looks like, and then we'll build in the scripting that will drop the numbers onto it. Okay, yeah, kind of like it. I'll kind of have to round off the corners. Let's bring these down like that so we can see them both at the same time. So, not only have we got the top left, we've got that. So we want to drop in a is it time? No, it's not. Where is it? Time holder. So let's go back up to assets. Prefabs. Let's make time holder a prefab. This time display has its own functions, doesn't it? Yeah. So time display has its own functions. So if I drag this down here and make it a prefab, I can then use that again in here. Let's line this up and resize it. Probably 0.6. 0.6 looks about good. So a quick look. There's so I'm probably going to have to drag that in. Would This by itself doesn't... It just does what it's been told to do. Which is fine. But I suppose top left stats might need to have its own thing going on. Because timer's got that in there. So level timer. So look at level timer. So level timer. That's where I can probably get rid of that now. Well, I'll leave that in there because it's doing. It's running this twice, which isn't a problem, but if I can find a way to eliminate that, it's just a bit cleaner. So level timer. I'd rather have this in a better hierarchy. So okay, so what's this doing? This is running the timing stuff. So this in itself is a timer. That's fine. So every time it goes update timer, it's updating the time values. So this doesn't actually call anything else, does it? It just sets the timers. So this is fine. This is a standalone timer. I can leave that alone, that's fine. But no, it has got the timer UI. Sorry, it has got the timer UI. So timer UI. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is where it's setting the UI. Yeah, so it's setting it there as well. Now, do I make it the other way around? You have to think of structure here. So this is fine. But I suppose I could split out the updating of the timer. So basically, yeah. So that section and the other section could be split out. That means this code is literally just running a stop clock. Nothing else. Which is fine. We just have an element and it's a stopwatch basically. That will just tick over the time. And update the global game values, which is fine. And this timer, I suppose, it just needs to pull out the values. Okay, so time holder. So time display. Look at the time display script, which is there. So I should really have a. What I do, I've got like a reset here. But I could probably do if I dropped in its own update feature that includes the global values, then it'll just update itself. So it is just an object that runs by itself, doesn't interact with anything else, it's just minding its own business. I feel that's probably going to be the best idea. Okay, let's do this then. So number sprites. So above that we could go public game values GV. Hit save. Wait for it to recompile itself. And open up the, so this is the prefab, so this is kind of like the template version, and we'll then go to our scripts and drag game value into the prefab version. That means we go to here, it's got the game values, and we go to there, it's also got the game values because we updated the template, and every time we use that template it's now got the updates. So that means I don't need to have these anywhere else. I just drag it onto that and it just works. I don't have to connect it to anything else. It's just doing its thing, which is what I want all of it to do. I just want it to do their own thing. And quite equally, I can make top left stats its own prefab as well. But I suppose the whole UI thing could be its own. So I can just drag the UI onto anything. But we've got the time holder. We need a hits holder really. Or score holder I suppose, better. Because this has got several things attached to it. Which I don't like. It shouldn't have so many things attached. So level end UI. So that's got level end in there. So level end should be checking its own things. And level end, the fact that level end has got all these kind of things in it is fine. This is all fine because it's pulling in all these objects that are only beneath it. If it has to pull in something that is not a child of itself, then it's kind of cross-linking. I'm trying to avoid that. So that's got level complete, which is a child, time complete, which is a child, time holder, which is a child, play again, which is a child, game controls, which isn't a child. So I could do with that being taken out, and parameter, which isn't a child. So these two here, I'm guessing it's just to hide them. But they should be hiding themselves, not being told to be hidden. So level end. Level end. Yeah, so we got showing hide the UI. So ideally these shouldn't be handled by this. Let's take these two out as well. So they're fine, they're all children. So we've got show UI, hide UI. So that's fine. So we need to have the game controls and the power slider handled outside of that. So score holder has level end in there. So score holder has level end, it has timer, which I want to be able to get rid of, because this time here should be self-sufficient now. So that should work anyway. Let's see this going. I missed something there. That's not pulling in values. I was thinking, by the way, it would be better to get working on game on a day similar to the other one, so not in the morning, so postpone until you have time. Okay, that's fair. No problem at all. That's all good. I'm quite happy to do that. Yeah, I say tomorrow's a little bit of a busy one. So, where's my phone? Let's have a quick checky. Might be able to do next weekend. Yeah. Maybe next weekend. There's things happening next weekend, but timings aren't so important. But the fact that's showing there is fine, however it's not ticking up. So time holder isn't being... I know why. Because it's not self-sufficient, that's why. So let's go to time display. Now I've got the game values. Set time, set sprite. So I need to calculate its own time. Cool. All good. Level timer. Level timer. So I can actually drop these two out. Anyway, I'll leave them in there for the moment. Set timer values, that's fine. That's fine. Stop timer. Oh no, because it's the level ending. It's just when it tells it right at the end. Set time sprite. So it's just time text. Time text is passed in. Set time text. Set time sprites. Oh, score, of course. Yeah, score is the one that determines that. So that's when it wins. But yeah, we're doing this constant, so text timer dot text text timer is timer UI. Okay, yep. Get time text. So it just needs to be looping and get time text, I suppose. Okay, time display. Go private void fixed update. Set time. I want to make a inverted cross again. Can do now since it's a bit quiet. Ooh, nice. Yeah, go for it. Interesting restreams. Seen the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First 6 posts as one post. Probably because it's the same thing. Goes, oh, I'll condense that. Twitch, on the other hand, is quite happy with it. Right, so that should update the timer. Cool. Got a stylized ticking clock. So we can lose the first timer. This one's to see it tick over to a minute. Cool. Oh, that was good. So we can lose that, which is going to reveal what's broken when I delete it. This timer holder doesn't actually need timer UI anymore. Quite happy with that. Don't need that. Okay, so that is just literally a stopwatch now. Don't actually need it to pull that in. Okay. So score. Let's go to score. Timer UI isn't a thing anymore. So pull that out. Which means that is no longer a thing. Text timer is not a thing. So these two things here that's fine there. These two need to handle by themselves. Set time text. Never then set time text. Is that actually just in never thens? Oh yeah. Time complete text. Don't need that. Just hide that for the moment so I remember what was there. That is no longer a thing. Actually, as long as I got score UI in there, I know, because that's going to disappear as well shortly. And I suppose, yeah, this would disappear. Suppose, yeah, because I've got these two numbers here which I'll pull through separately. So that's all fine. So game values. Yeah, don't think I need anything else in there. Let's remove that debug log. Still need those two cores at the top. Actually, close game values because you don't need that. Open. I'm happy with that. Level timer I'm happy with because that's now just this level timer. So this score we still need to pull bits out of. There's bits in here that we need to pull out. We don't need that in there anymore. So we need something that handles these two sets of instructions. Time display, I'm happy with that. In theory, as long as the timer's stopped, this should handle the set time anyway. So we could hide that. Do you like my frog emote? I do. Since I'm spamming. Spam away. Chat's very quiet. Let's take that out for a sec. Score. So in theory, we don't need that to actually run because it's always been run. Oh, the cute piggies. Right, so I need to have a similar thing to the timer holder, but for hits. Got a panda and a trash panda. Two cool pandas. Yeah, that one's still in there. Still works, of course. I've still not had a gyro. Okay, so level end UI could probably do with having the game values in there. So level end. And that can then show and hide itself appropriately. So if show false, time display. Time display's not actually used them. Time holder. Oh yeah, I suppose yeah, time holder. Oh yeah, because I've taken it out there, so I don't actually need. Let's play through the level. Just want to see if it works at the moment, and what if I've broken anything. So in theory, I've been turning things off as I've turned other things on. So I've been slowly transferring it, but I might have missed something. So we've got a nice stylized ticking clock up there. Let's get the game values there. I suppose this is kind of like the less fun parts of game development, is tweaking things and testing them. So you're not really being creative as such at this point, you're just kind of refining what you've already done. But as this game is a learning task for me, going back and changing things means I should know what I need to start off doing when I move on to my next project. So as painful as it might be, it is very useful to go, you know what, this is the better way of doing it. Let's do that now. And then at least I start doing that with the next game rather than going, can't be bothered, I'll do it next time. And if you've gone too far with the game, then you go, well, I've nearly finished it and it works okay, I just can't be bothered, then leave it as is. But I know of some people that have nice, that works. I know some people that just completely scrapped the game and started again. Obviously kept all the concept work and taken it as a first draft as such and remade it from scratch, but knowing where the direction is. Game's starting to look good, by the way, thank you. So I need to really like the style. I like it as well. I was trying to think what style should I do, but if it's going to be set in like a medieval kind of setting, like wood, there's a lot of wood around. And considering the trebuchet is supposed to be made of wood. I could try and retexture the trebuchet, but I don't know. I'm not going to put too much effort into the objects in this. Yeah, as far as UI goes, I need to make a nice plaque at the top that says level complete, and then leave a space at the bottom here, much like this on the left corner. So it just says level complete, then leaves a space over the time to actually sit on. Okay, so I'm happy, that works, nothing's broken, got no issues there. Can actually probably stop it from telling me what the time is every second. So that means I can remove that. I'm leaving these two still because that is something I need to write some code for. That means the time display doesn't need to be pulled in. These messages aren't coming through. Oh, Twitch app being suckish. Oh, sorry to hear that. Can't have the suckish. I'm going to delete those debugs because I'm happy with that. Don't need the time, so delete that. DJ we're listening to referenced Paul van Dyk, but she called him Paul van Dyk. Oh, sorry, Paul van Dyk? I think it's Dyk. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this. I think I'm happy with that. Because everything... Because it's going to be a child of other things, and I'd say... whatever the parent is will manage its visibility. So I'm actually happy with that code now. Yeah, apparently it's Paul van Dyk as a pronunciation. I did not know that. I always pronounced it with the English kind of pronunciation, which is because it's D-Y-K-E. Is obviously Dyke, but I can't recall where he's from. Same as here. Okay, so I don't know where did Paul van Dyk come from. I know he's quite a big trance DJ. Oh, he's German. Oh, there's no E on the end. It's D-Y-K. But yeah, putting the E on the end would definitely make it a Dyke as a sound. So I can understand it being pronounced Dick if it's D-Y-K. But it's apparently German. Yeah, DYK is German, mostly I think. But pronounced the same as the Dutch Dyke. You pronounce it the same as the slur for lesbian, yes. It's also a form of water. It's a water element. So all these slurs kind of have originate from something else, which gets turned into. Oh, yeah, Dick Van Dyke, as I'm thinking of. Dick Van Dyke was an American actor, but he had an E on the end of his. Okay, so yeah, As far as in the context of water protection, it is a wall built to prevent flooding from the sea. Yeah, same as what water from killing us. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know exactly why it became a slur, but you know these things tend to get sort of associates over time. I've seen a few people in sort of lesbian communities kind of claiming the words like other minorities have with their slur words, which is cool. You go, well, if you're going to call us that, we're going to claim it. There's no R word. I read the same about the slur, F slur for gay people that started off as a bunch of sticks. Yeah, that's weird. Just a bunch of sticks. You go, there's got to be some history behind that. I'm pretty happy that time display is doing what it needs to. Just makes you think how that works. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in the etymology of how like sounds and words kind of evolve over time and with different meanings, different ways of saying it, which can, to a certain extent, some words even have the opposite meaning to what they originally had, just because of the way they're used. Well, the Dutch slur word for gay people is the same word for flashing lights here. Oh, interesting. I wonder if there's some kind of... I wonder how that got connected, yeah. Maybe as it was a indicator for telling each other that they were sort of that community. It's either something that occurred or like within the communities, or something that was associated with them, which was false. I know I had a lot of these kind of things in. It's like an unfair stereotype, I suppose, or like a dehumanizing term, I suppose. Not in computing, nor do I use slurs to them. That's good. So, good that you don't use slurs. You're welcome to be in any community if you want to be. Still no clue, but it makes me wonder how. Yeah, I'm always interested in these kind of things. Like, if you drop me a fact on how a word became a word, then I'm very interested to hear. So your game controls power slider. And top left. So these three UI elements here need to hide themselves when the game ends, but re-show themselves when the game restarts. So I need it to be able to go, boom, that's gone. Then equally I could put all these into something else. Level complete time. So level end UI gets hidden. Game controls. So suppose I could have something that just has like game UI, I suppose. And just have the game, everything inside game UI like hidden at the same time. So game UI hidden, and then level end UI shown and then swip that over. What's the time? It's 10 to 11. Right, so I could do with so let's go back to score. It's got level end, time holder. With most racial or ethnic things, you can easily trace it to a colour or stereotype. Yeah. Like, it's kind of a thing in British culture that we don't feel anything towards the French as being racist. So the English have a lot of what we don't consider to be slurs, but are kind of said in a kind of a demeaning way. But the LGBT, I can't seem to find that way. No, it seems to be a weird one. Now I wonder if the Dutch have a slur for the English. Yeah. Like I know of a couple of terms for the English, based on sort of things in history, but I don't think they're really slurs. They're just kind of names. Because I know the English are referred to as the Poms by the Australians. Now I think, I'm not sure if that's something to do with the English with the apples. Because I know Pom is French for apple. Quick Google for environment. Yeah. Probably the English had deleted them all. No slur word for English from the Dutch. Well, that's kind of good to know. Like, I know for things like the French, they tend to get called frogs because they get the stereotype that they eat frogs, so they get called frogs for that. And I think the Australians do call the English Poms, maybe because of we eat a lot of apples, or something to do with apples. I'm pretty sure the Americans have a slur word somewhere in history for the English. To my knowledge, the only kind of there's only really countries that the English have had a more recent kind of dealing with in some kind of disagreements. But I don't think there's any slur words for the Dutch, to be honest, from the English. Because there's slurs for the French and slurs for the Germans. But they're not really slurs, I suppose. They're just stereotypes. I suppose it's just, well, I don't consider them a slur because I'm not French or German, but maybe the Germans and the French do sort of have an aversion. They've probably at least got an aversion to it. Taking offence might be something different than that. It's always food. Because we associate countries with the food they eat. Yeah, same, yeah. Well, there's no slurs for the Dutch as far as food, but French is snail eaters, yeah. Italians, pizza eaters. Yeah. I don't think we've got anything for the Italians, do we? No, I can't think of anything for the Italians. Germans is moth. Yeah, I think the only one I can think of for Germans is to do with is it oh what's the it's like fermented food items. It's kind of the thing you put on your hands to keep them warm. Oh, okay. Interesting. Consent difficult to describe. Yeah. Interesting. Just got to do a Google quickly. Okay. Yeah, so I know we associate the Germans with sauerkraut, which is apparently a German and a Polish dish, or just seeing. Lady I Send You has her hands in it. Ah, oh yes, let's have a look. Oh, okay, yeah, I know those things. Yeah, I didn't know they had a name. Game controls. Let's make an empty. Let's call this a play UI. Let's drag. So main menu option, projectile select. Okay, so now I've got play UI. We've got level end UI. Okay, so if I make a small script that will hide this depending on the values, and level end has its own. Okay, thanks for that message, Nix. And I suppose that's where the euphemism for that comes from as well. Ooh, yeah. Well, it's nearly 11 o'clock. Let's make a quick script that will hide this on level end and show on score resetting. Googled, we call them that since the 1500s because it was seen as the most feminine clothing piece. Ah. And it was to call them feminine or something. Okay. That's fair enough. So I've been using for 600 plus years. That's something, yeah. Play UI. Let's put a public game values GV. And we're going to want to put, let's wait for that to save. So 1, 2, 3 objects into there. Public game object, or game value, game object. So what is it? It is power meter game controls top left stats. Power meter public game object game controls and public game object top left, and go power meter dot set active true, game controls dot set active true, and top left dot set active is true. I suppose I can make a quicker function down here. Private void set all active, and put that Boolean active. Active. True. Yeah. Set all active true. We want to go make another private void so it's going to be level complete, and make that a Boolean, and go bool comp false, return comp, to tell if level's complete. Oh, maybe I can do it this way. Comp equals gv dot square count equals gv dot squares hit. We can simplify that even further. Actually, sounds better if we do it this way around. Okay, so do that. So they're all complete. So on update, so if they're active, if that's false, then that needs to be active. If it's true, they need to be inactive. Now, do I store that? Actually, why am I putting all of those into there? The whole point of doing this was that they all get turned off and on at the same time. So this dot do I have to pass itself in? Go public game object play UI. Play UI dot lowercase p play UI. Says active. True. I suppose I can then do go not level complete. So if level is complete, it's true. If it's not true, so that's level complete is false, set it to true. So that's not false, which is true, and then it flips it that way. Okay. Play UI and then put play UI into there, then drag itself into there and game values into there. So that means it will hide itself automatically and show itself automatically. I can actually put the score in there as well. Into that. Cool. Let's give this a quick test. And then we'll wrap the stream up. And next time we'll work on the hits, which should be pretty simple because it's just going to be copying the timer. Okay, yep, controls hide nicely. Play again. Oh, they don't come back. Despite that being different, it's not re-showing them. Probably because it's inactive, isn't it? Of course. Okay, so I probably do need to do them individually. Because if it's inactive, it's not running. So I probably need to bring each of these individual things in. So let's quickly do that actually. Public. And then really do have to dash off them. I will watch Shadow Wolf after you when you go offline. Bring me saves me a click. Cool. Once you're done, of course, yeah. It's power meter, game controls, top left. Power meter. Game controls. Then we'll put back the function made down here. So private set all active. Private void set all power meter dot set active game controls dot set active and top left dot set active. Do that instead. and delete play UI. So power meter, game controls, top left. So we'll test that next time, but that should work. Then we'll do the hits, get these numbers into there stylized. But I'm pretty happy with that. So switch over to the main camera. Just make sure I save everything as open. My brain is fried and I need to sleep. Epic. Let's close all that. Oop, wrong thing, didn't want to close that. My Discord back open again. Cool. Okay, let's bring the window over here. Oh, Cubes is offline. Oh, loads of people online. Oh, DJ Agnes making music. That's cool. There's Shadow Wolf. We've got Storm Medley doing some art. I know we raided Storm Medley after Stardew Valley the one time. She seems pretty cool. And you got all the bigger streamers. Oh, Vila's on. Cool. There's so many people I used to watch, but because I ended up watching them when I didn't sleep, they all start streaming like late at night. I never get to see them because I try to get to sleep early. Because they're mostly all Americans. Some Canadians in there as well. That's the little wolf. Okay, let's give Shadow Wolf a quick raid and I'll get some sleep.
Epic.
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 Since Twitch Steam build, it's been difficult. Oh, no, good night for this. Was that cool? Yeah, good night, both. Thank you for being here. And everyone else who stopped by, whether you've chatted or lurked, appreciate you all. Where's these? Oh, there's Shadow Wolf. Right, yeah. Do a quick raid on Shadow Wolf, and I'm gonna get some rest. Thank you for being here. I'll be back on Monday, Stardew Valley, and then more game dev on Wednesday. Talk to you Monday. Yes, indeed. Have a good night. Let's go and say hello to Shadow Wolf briefly, and I'm going to go to sleep. So start the raid. I like how Seribot comes in there. Have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Take care of yourself. That's a really nice spot. Good night. Let's go raid Shadow Wolf. See you then.